Eagle Ops, this is Dagger 4 at 86752. Eagle Ops, come in! This is Sergeant Walker separated from my element. Troops in contact, taking heavy fire, need backup now. Any station that's net, please respond. I'm all alone here. Can't hold on much longer.
Bornelo, a terpene found in cannabis, and it also naturally occurs in ginger, rosemary, camphor, and thyme. Its unique and complex scent repels insects and parasites, but appeals to many people. There are more than 100 terpenes present in cannabis, each with their own odor and therapeutic profile.
Stone vet. I hit the ground running when I'm invading your country. It's still with honor and discipline. Throw my guns like.
What's up, guys? Sergeant G here from the Stone Vet USMC. Super excited to be here with you guys, man. It's another hump day. Hopefully, you guys' this week has been going as good as mine has been going, man. I know there are times where we're just like, golly, it's only Wednesday. But hopefully, these episodes that I'm providing you guys is something that you guys look forward to and excited about, man. This week we're talking about Bornelo, man. It's week 14, so 14 weeks, 14 terpenes, man. And this is something you use probably on a regular basis. So I'm super excited to bring them to you guys so you guys can hear about them and talk about, wow, this is what I use. I use this when I'm cooking. I use this when I'm cleaning. I'm using this for whatever it is, right? And so that's one of the biggest things, guys, is just trying to educate you guys on this so you guys have a more understanding about the terpenes that are in this amazing plant. If you're watching on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, however you're listening to it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, please. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We need you guys to subscribe. That's the only way we're going to get bigger than Joe Rogan because of you guys supporting me. I'm almost up to 10,000 downloads. Thank you guys so much for that. That means you guys are still listening. You guys are still kicking in, right? Which is awesome, right? I've got great freaking episodes that's been coming out recently. So I'm super excited to be here with you guys, man. Huge shout out to my sponsor, Rafa 180. Rafa 180 provides you the best medicinal grade CBD on the market. Yes, I said medicinal grade. Why? Because not all CBD is created the same. I've actually been to the lab, signed my NDA, went to the lab, watched it pulled from the plants and put into the oil. Can't beat it, guys. You cannot beat it. And when I say medicinal grade, this is in every Mercy hospital in Oklahoma. The best stuff, dude. I'm telling you, hands down, the best stuff there is. If you have a job and you can't take THC, you have to replenish your endocannabinoid system, and this is how you replenish your endocannabinoid system: is by taking cannabinoids, CBD, THC, however you find it. There's different ways to take it: edibles, smoking, however, but you have to replenish your endocannabinoid system. That's what keeps you healthy, keeps you strong, man. So go check out Rafa180.com. That's Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel Alpha 180.com to get all your medicinal grade CBD needs. If you look at the top right hand corner, right, top right hand corner of their page, you see a little tab that says the Stone Vet. Go in there and you can catch all my swag. Look at that. Who don't need good shirts, dude? And these are high quality shirts. And guess what? It's not vinyl. It's not vinyl. It's DTG. So it's in the fabric. It's not going to rip. It's not going to bend. It's not going to fold. It's not going to come apart. This is in the fabric, dude. It's soft. Look, I can move it. Look how I move it. It's easy to move. Thanks to Ginger and David over there at Really Designs. Go check them out. Get some swag, man. I've got hoodies. I've got shirts. You name it. I can get it for you. Tell me what you want. I get it for you, man. I'm super excited this week, man. It's a brand new terpene we're going through, right? You guys heard it, right? You guys heard it. Bornelo, right? What is it? What is Bornelo? How does it work? What is it that we use it for? How can we use it, right? And here's the different things, right? So I'm getting my information from leafly.com, guys. That's where I'm getting my information from, is leafly.com. right? And it says here, Bornelo. Let's see here if I can get it to where there it goes. Bornelo, a lesser known terpene found in cannabis. This aromatic compound emits an herbal balsam scent, often likened to camphor or menthol. Bornello offers a number of therapeutic benefits, including enhancing the therapeutic effects of certain drugs. This minty fresh terpene can be found in higher concentration in cultivars such as OG Kush. We all love OG Kush, Haze, and Haze strains. You can discern the woodsy balsam scent of Bornello and OG Kush. Can you? Cannabis contains more than 100 terpenes, one of which is Bornello, right? What is it though? Right? It said we read it, right? We heard it earlier, right? It's in ginger, rosemary, camphor, and thyme. You guys use thyme. I know you guys put thyme on your food, especially during Thanksgiving. And ginger. Who don't like a good ginger tea or a ginger beer, right? And rosemary. I know we use these seasonings, right? We use the seasonings in our food on a regular basis, huh? It says here, what are the benefits of Bornello, though? What are they, right? The therapeutic benefits of Bornello have been harnessed and utilized in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years. The ancient Chinese partially favored this invigorating terpene in the treatment of respiratory illnesses, such as coughs and colds. Bornello continues to be used today for diverse therapeutic applications as an analgesic and digestive aid to improve blood circulation and lower fevers. Huh. So if you got a cold, you got a flu, you got a fever, right? Bornello helps to lower the fever. Medicine? That's not over the counter? What? Really? I've been watching videos. One girl told me like she was talking about her kid had a fever, right? She gave him ibuprofen like we all do for our kids, ibuprofen and Tylenol, right? To help lower the fever. But it wasn't working. So she used like oregano oil. She's like 2 drops of oregano oil and his fever was gone and he was feeling so much better. And I was like, huh, dude, like I'm not conspiracy theorist. I mean, okay, maybe a little bit. You guys have known me long enough, maybe a little bit. But I'm just saying though, things like natural remedies, right? Natural remedies have been around for thousands of years. How do you think people got over the cold back in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s? How do you think they got over a cold? There wasn't ibuprofen, wasn't no Tylenol back then. Plant-based medicines. Plant-based medicines that contain Bornello helps reduce the fever if you got a fever, right? And when we get sick, you guys know we get sick and we get that fever, 101, 102 degrees, 103 degrees, and we're just hot, burning up, right? Feeling sick, but we're cold, but we're sweating, right? Bornello helps lower fevers, man. That's awesome, right? So scientists are now investigating many of the wide-ranging therapeutic applications of Bornello, with research uncovering its anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, anesthetic, and antioxidant properties, right? We've been through all these terpenes, right, in the past 13 weeks, and everything is got antioxidants in it, right? For the terpenes itself, antioxidants, right? Anti-inflammatory, right? All of them have been this, right? It says Bornello is an effective topical pain reliever, actually as an analgesic when applied to the skin. This multitasking terpene has also proven successful as an anticoagulant for stroke patients. Scientists are currently learning more about its ability to enhance the absorption of certain medicines, including those that treat cancer. In one study, Bornello has shown to boost the effects of a chemotherapy drug, increasing the death of cancer cells. Increasing the death of cancer cells. Bornello has also been shown to enhance the therapeutic effects of certain drugs. So now they're looking at it. So when you're putting stuff on your skin, when you're putting Bornello on your skin, how it absorbs in, right? I had this nice video of Steve, one of my men in my men's group, and he suffers tremors real bad, right? It's not Parkinson's, but he has tremors real bad, and you guys just see him shaking. Like when I first met him, that's what he was. He shook all the time. He was constantly shaking. And it wasn't just the outside, it was the inside too that was constantly shaking. But he found a mom and pops that are making medicine out of cannabis and how it works. And he'll show you. He'll spread it on his wrist. As he's shaking real bad, tremendously, he's putting it on his wrist. He knows he's got to get about 6 drops or so on his wrist. So he's trying to get it on there in his wrist. Puts it on there, and then he rubs it together. He rubs his wrist together, right? Because your skin is the largest organ in your body. It absorbs everything. You go to Walmart, you start touching stuff on the shelves. If somebody was sick and they touch it, why do you think you get sick from going to the grocery store? My wife's always adamant about cleaning the carts. Every time we get in there, she always makes sure they have some kind of something to clean the carts with. If not, she gets her own Germ-X, puts it in her hand, and she'll wipe it on the carts so she don't get sick, right? Because the largest organ in your body is your skin. You absorb everything through your hands, through your skin, everywhere. And so he puts it on, and then his tremors essentially are gone. They go away within minutes and just watching him. And so they're looking at this Bornelo as a carrier for absorption. You just read it. It said it helped increase the death of cancer cells. Why do you think that is? Why do you think this terpene in particular kills cancer cells? Right? That's what we tell a lot of people. A lot of people are like, well, cannabis doesn't beat cancer. Cannabis don't beat cancer. You're right. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. This is the second terpene, right, that we've gone through in the past 13 weeks that is a cancer fighter. Yes. This is the second terpene. It's a cancer fighter. This is what we tell people. When you're going into chemotherapy or radiation, we already know what that does to your body. It destroys your body tremendously. Horrible. But when we tell people to smoke as you're doing your chemotherapy, as you're doing your radiation, incorporate cannabis into the routine as well. And when people are doing that, they're seeing tremendous results in beating cancer. How do you think people beat cancer before chemotherapy? How do you think people beat cancer before radiation? Think about it. People were still beating it. You probably don't hear stories about it, but people were still beating it prior to chemotherapy, prior to radiation. Plant-based medicines, guys. This is one of the things we have to remember about plant-based medicines, dude. We talk about it, and some people look at us like, oh, these hippies, that's all they talk about is this or that, right? Plant-based medicine. But it's been around for thousands of years, guys. Plant-based medicine has been helping people for thousands of years, man. It's 2023, dude. People were using plant-based medicines in the 1200s, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 1800s, dude. Before all these pharmaceutical companies came out. Before Tylenol, before ibuprofen, before Sudafed, before chemotherapy, before radiation. So this is another cancer fighter, right? They said, how is it used? Besides its multifaceted uses in traditional Chinese medicine, the scent of Bornelo can be harnessed for other purposes too. Bornelo is also often incorporated into natural insect repellent and utilized in the industrial manufacture of perfume and colognes. So perfume and colognes again, right? Wasn't it Nerodol? Wasn't that one that was used in perfumes and colognes as well? So these terpenes are used in perfumes and colognes. This natural terpene that's growing in this beautiful plant. They pull the terpene out of it, the scent. They pull the scent out of it, and they put it, right? They're putting it in products that we're using, right? Because they like the way they smell. It's minty. Bornelo is a little minty smell, right? OG Kush and your haze strains or what carry it is what it was saying. And so that's one of the things, guys, is trying to get a better understanding of how is this plant beneficial to me? What can I use this plant for, man? Right? You know, and a lot of people just going through here, it's a Chinese medicine, right? Chinese medicine is how it was used, right? And a lot of people like the Chinese. They do a lot of stuff, right? You know, here's another one from leafwell.com, right? Like I try to get them from legit websites, this information, right? So you guys can look at it. You guys can look at it yourself. I'm gonna have it all in the description box down below, or wherever the description box is. I'm gonna have all these links so you can go and research it yourself. Like I'm telling you these things. Why? Because I'm reading it myself. Go and read it and see yourself. See if I'm full of shit. If I'm full of shit, call me out. Straight up, just call me out. But I'm getting from legit websites. You know, traditional Chinese medicine, the same thing here, and steadily becoming widely recognized in Western medicine. Right? Let's see here. In cannabis plant, the terpenes are responsible for each strain varied taste and smell. Strains containing Bornelo tend to have a woody menthol smell similar to camphor. It's also included in many essential oils and perfume products. Bornelo can be derived from tapping the Borneo camphor of the teak tree family. So teak tree family. The substance removed from the tree is then cooled and hardened into a clear crystal that can be used. The substance D. Bornello and I. Bornello are both found in nature. However, the bulk of Bornello produced now is synthetic, either from turpentine or reduction of camphor. The synthetic version is crushed into a powder for use. So there are already. So this is what happens with the government. They find something good and they do their own thing to it to try to make it better. So now there's a synthetic, and that's what a lot of the things that are in the perfumes and stuff, right? It's a synthetic version crushed into powder. So they use this powder. I bet you this is what they use in perfumes and stuff. It's a synthetic version of Bornello, right? The health benefits. Health benefits provides a highly beneficial intersection of Western and Eastern medicine. The effect of Bornello is widespread in the treatment of various ailments in Chinese medicine. It is associated with the liver, spleen, meridians, heart, and lungs. Below is a list of some of the many health benefits, right? It fights respiratory illness and lung disease. Hey, look at that. Anti-cancer properties. Effective analgesic. I say that wrong. I know that word's wrong. I know I'm not saying it. Which is considering post-operative pain in people. Topical Bornello application led to significant pain reduction compared to placebo. Additionally, acupuncturists tend to use Bornello topically for an analgesic property. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's neuroprotective effects, right? Neuro for the brain. Bornello offers some protection from neural cell death in the event of an ischemic stroke. It also facilitates the regeneration of brain tissue and repair. It is proposed to have this neuroprotective effect by altering the permeability of the blood-brain barrier. Ooh. Fight stress and fatigue. How many of you guys are stressed and are tired because you're so stressed out? This helps fight that. The entourage effect. You guys hear me about talking about the entourage effect, right? As with other terpenes, the effects of Bornello is in combination with the cannabinoids in cannabis have demonstrated the entourage effect. This occurs when the compound work together to give some heightened therapeutic benefits. Bornello can increase blood-brain barrier permeability, allowing for easier passing of therapeutic molecules to the central nervous system. Aside from Bornello's many medicinal applications, it is also commonly used in insect repellents due to its natural toxicity to many bugs. Perfumeries also manipulate Bornello for its pleasant scent to humans. So it smells good to humans, is what they're saying. So where I'm going to check that next time. Next time I get like some bug spray or something, I'm going to have to look on the back and look at the ingredients to see if Bornellos are there because it says in a lot of bug sprays, pest repellents and stuff like that. That's something to look at next time you go do it and smell it. See if you can smell the minty, woodsy, minty smell that it's supposed to have. Right, that's what they were saying. You know. And it goes through here. It says like side effects: skin irritation, irritation of the nose, throat, headache, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, lightheadedness, fainting, restlessness, agitation, inattention, seizures. If swallowed, it can be highly toxic. So if you use too much of it, so I guess that I bet you it's that synthetic stuff. When they use the synthetic version of it, I bet that's where they found out a lot of these side effects with this, right? And it says here, cannabis strains high in Bornelo, OG Kush, Golden Haze, K13 Haze, Amnesia Haze, Easy Haze. Anything with haze in it has Bornelo, more than likely. And then OG Kush, right? But this is one of the things, guys, is just getting an understanding of these terpenes, right? Having an understanding. I'm gonna have these websites and everything in the description, so you can go look at it yourself, so you can read more into it and see it yourself. But this is what I do on a Wednesday, guys, is just try to bring you more educational pieces to have a better understanding as to why is RNG talking about these terpenes? Why is he bringing up the terpenes, right? Because I want you to get a better understanding of the plant. I don't want you to be scared of it, because a lot of you are scared of it. But if you have a better understanding of how the plant works, what's in the plant, how are we using these terpenes, what are the benefits of having these terpenes, of consuming these terpenes, if we have a better understanding of that, then we are less likely to be scared to be able to use it, right? You'd be more scared, right? More so you're not so scared to use it, so you can be like, oh, I feel comfortable using this because I already use this terpene in my food that I cook on a daily basis, or I eat it, or I drink it, or I wear it on my skin. It's in my shampoo, it's in my soap, or I clean with it. You use these terpenes on a regular basis, right? So why not have a better understanding on how the terpenes work? So whenever you go to try to start consuming cannabis and trying to see if it can help with what you're dealing with, anxiety, depression, PTS, just whatever, right? Because life's hard. It sucks. It's hard, man. And so go check them out, dude. I'm gonna have all the description. Go check out the websites. Go look up. You do the research yourself. Have a better understanding yourself on how this is working, right? I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this hump day. Hopefully it was a very educational piece for you guys to get an understanding of what is Bornelo? How does Bornelo work? Am I already consuming it? Am I already using this terpene? I did notice that smell. It did smell woodsy and minty at the same time. That's Bornelo. I did not know that. I was wondering what that scent was. I enjoyed it. It made me feel good, right? Your endocannabinoid system will tell you. You smell it, you see, but let me get some more of that. Let me smell that again, right? Because your body's telling you this is what you need. You need some of this terpene, right? Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. Like I said, go check out my sponsor, Rafa 180, Romeo Alpha Papa Hotel, alpha180.com to get all your Stone Vet swag and all your medicinal grade CBD products that you need. I got mine sitting over here. My Sapphire sitting over here. I got it across the way. I should have had it right here so I can show you. I take it. I take it regularly, guys. You guys need to replenish your endocannabinoid system. Go check them out. Check out their amazing products. I have all their contact information down below in the description box as well, man. You see that little QR code right there? Right there. Scan it. Make a donation, guys. Veteran X needs your help because without you guys, nobody else is going to help our veteran community. Go and make sure you guys are making a donation, dude. Just a small donation. One-time donation, or you can make it a reoccurring donation. Go and help Veteran X support our veteran community, man. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. New episodes dropping every Friday as well. If you're catching this on a Wednesday, I got a new episode coming out this Friday. You're not going to want to miss it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, enjoying this time together, man. You are loved. If you're going to consume responsibly. Educate yourself before you medicate yourself. I love you guys. Remember, guys, here at the Stone Vet, we got you 6.
Dressed in camo with ammo for every situation I handle. They got us marching and stepping by my platoon, you get trampled. If it ain't raining, we ain't training. Nothing changed by complaining. I adapt and overcome. I make the best out of situations.